Okay, so while Emily goes to get her quick little talking notes for today's episode, which I think will be a good one for you guys, it's going to be, I don't know. We talk about red flags and men all the time. Let's talk about them with our friends. But before we do, we want to announce the winner of the necklace giveaway. And what better place to do it than on the podcast itself?
And the YouTube.
And we're also going to clip it for everywhere else. So once we're done recording this episode, I'll reach out to the person on our Instagram and we'll go from there. We'll get all of your contact information. We're now going to roll on our magic wheel of fortune for every single person who entered the giveaway.
For the Society 97 necklace giveaway.
Dun, 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 dun. And her name is Helena. Woo! Helena S. Because I'm not going to out you like that. But we're going to DM you right now. And I'm going to let you know that you won. Thank you for following our YouTube channel.
Love you.
Love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Love you.
Love you. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. I'm going to say it. Have sex with a Scorpio.
I could glute bridge your dad.
I'm naked. Hold on. We will be flicking the beans to that.
But she's tatted and I take meth. Is somebody in your house right now?
But you know what? Fuck your ass.
Yeah, I had sex last night.
You can make your own money. You can literally have your own job of your dreams. You can own your own house. You can own your own car. You can pay all your fucking own bills. So what is that man? That man is sex and a best friend, and that's it.
I heard nothing but the truth.
All right, perfect. Taken care of.
All right, yeah, congratulations to you.
Helena. Which is actually crazy because another girl named Helena won our rice cooker.
Yeah.
Different person, we did make sure.
Which, you know what's so weird is, like, I've never met anybody, like, in real life named Helena. And, like, since we've done a giveaway, both people are named Helena.
That's wild.
It's not like Emily or Emma or Sarah or Maddie. Like, Helena, y'all parents thought they were being unique with that one, but turns out not.
Both of our winners from our giveaways have been Helena's. Different girls, though, because I promise you, Emily and I checked.
We triple checked because we were like, wait, fuck, we can't give it. Like, no offense to the first Helena, but we're like, we can't have you win both.
Yeah, we have to give
that
it
just
away.
Wouldn't be fair.
But we hope that you enjoy your new necklace. That is awesome. You can be a little triplet with us.
Yeah.
We love it. But yeah, so this week's episode, Emily thought long and hard about things that she wanted to talk about. And to the point where she wrote them down on pen and paper.
I wrote them down on a list. So, like per usual, I don't know, like you've said that you haven't really been active on TikTok a lot recently. I think it's more of like doom scrolling almost, where it's like, I feel like I've just been a little bit depressed. So I've just been like finding myself scrolling for hours and hours and hours. And I'm like, oh my God, bitch, get off your phone.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm seeing all these trends. I'm seeing all these like things. But I came across this video of this girl. And I think I liked the video, but I don't remember who she was. But she was like, you know, we talk about relationship icks or like icks that we get from guys all the time. But like, what about icks that you've gotten like from your girlfriends? Like, what are some things that like a friend has done or like a person in your life has done that you're like, ooh, like that gave me the ick, but like not from a sexual version, from from just like a platonic friendship. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, that is like something that like we definitely like deal with, but I don't think we ever really talk about.
But I also think that we let go a lot easier, and like you don't see it as an ick or like a red flag or like any of those things in a friendship as fast as you would in like a
because that sexual thing isn't there, where it's like for a guy I'm like, okay, well, I saw your butt crack and now I can't have sex with you anymore. So like that's a little bit different, where it's like a friend, it's like, well, that sexual like intimacy isn't there. Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, I will forgive you for a lot of these like quote icks that I see. But just know I'm making a mental tally in my head of all of these icks.
Yeah, definitely.
But I like wrote down some of mine. And so I thought we could like go through and just talk about them, because I feel like once we get in, we'll have like, you know, we'll have some shit to say.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I wrote down some as well, because Emily was bringing this up and I was like,
yeah,
true.
Okay. So for the first thing that I put down, and this is just because like, I don't know if you haven't caught the vibe yet, but like, I'm a raging liberal. So like when a friend posts like some conservative ass take on their like Instagram or Twitter or TikTok where it's just like completely different than what I politically believe in, I'm like, ugh, that gave me the ick.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I think that everyone has the right to their own opinion, especially on stuff like that. I think that if you're voicing it, I can voice it too. But I think there becomes like a line.
Yeah.
On both sides. I think that like on both sides, especially like, I don't know, anything political, I really do feel like there's a line in which you should share, which that might sound really bad, but I feel like
no, yes, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
like I feel like you're entitled to that opinion, but like at some point it's like, ooh, I don't know if I want to be associated with you anymore, and vice versa.
Yeah,
could be as well.
Because like also just like I think as women there are certain things that like the non-liberal party like doesn't support of you, and so like when I saw some people in my life who were like at one point my friends posting like anti-woman stuff because it aligned with that political party, I was like, ooh.
That's what I'm saying, where I'm like, ooh,
there's a lot of shit I'll forgive. Like you wore that Make America Great Again hat in 2016 and I forgave that, but I'm not gonna forgive and I'm not gonna get the ick from this like pro-life bullshit you're posting on your Instagram story as a woman.
Yeah, I can agree that there's a line, and that is where the line is drawn for me.
Same.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
I think that you're entitled to have like your guns or whatever your opinion is on that bullshit. Like, do your fucking thing. But like, yeah, like I think that there's some lines where it's like, if you have them, please don't voice them because you look like a fucking idiot. And I can't be associated with idiots. Like, sorry, but
it's
bye.
Giving pick me from nobody who I would want to pick me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. like actually keep me on the bench, coach. Like, I'm not trying to come in.
Y'all keep those people to yourselves. Like I don't want them in my life. So whatever.
No.
But yeah, totally. He's eyeing it. I knew this was coming. Kellen's cat is so funny because the way I am so allergic to cats, but he stays just climbing on me, clawing at me. I don't know what it is.
He loves you.
I think it's this jacket I'm wearing today. I'm wearing this like rhinestone bedazzled like sleeved jacket. And
I think he sees it sparkling and that's like, whoa.
And downstairs earlier, he was like literally like winding up to like punch me every time I would move my arm. I was like, bitch, what? Like chill. But anyways, sidetracked. But yeah, I would say like political posting, like when it comes to something that's like super I don't agree with, that gives me the ick.
No, definitely. I think, okay, this kind of goes like similarly, but like not one ick for me is the way that like friends talk about like family members, old friends, like stuff like really. So like honestly, like if you talk shit on your parents to me, there's a fine line. But I
literally wrote when you're mean to your parents.
Yeah, like if there's like a fine line to it. I understand like as a friend, like I'm here to like listen to you because like also like, you know, your parents, like they say things that like you don't agree with and like whatever, like that's what your friends are for, right? Yeah. But there's like a level of disrespect talking about your parents where I'm like, ew.
Also, like I don't need to know that.
Also, if you are like a guy and you don't get your mom like a Christmas present, gross.
Yeah, or you don't know anything about your parents, like their interests, or like I always thought it was weird when people would like, you know, I think there's kind of like this running joke where it's like none of us really know what our dads do. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, but I always did. And like I always understood my dad's job. And like maybe that's just because I have like a very like open relationship with my dad when it comes to like career stuff. Like we just talk about that. But it was always weird to me when people would like be so heavily dependent on their parents for like finances, but had no idea what their parents fucking did for work. And that to me, I was just like, that's kind of like, maybe it is something that their parents just chose not to talk to them about. But for me, like, if I'm depending on you for money and like whatever, like I at least should know like what your job is, or like care to ask like what you do all day long as you're working 8 hours every day.
Even if it like isn't your job that like I know about, because I understand like also there like probably are some career paths where like you can't really fully be like disclosing. I understand that. But like
I actually did have a friend whose parent worked for the FBI.
Right. So like, okay, there are like circumstances in life.
Yeah.
You should have the general idea. Number one. Number two,
Yeah.
like, if you can't tell me, like, if you can't look at your mom and know, like, 4 things off the bat that she likes, her favorite color, like, what?
It's so
Also,
weird.
also, I will be very sensitive to the fact that there are some people that just don't have parents that are like that in their lives, and I do understand. But if
Yeah,
your
like-
parents are active in your life,
Yeah.
that's where I find it strange. Obviously, I understand and I sympathize with the people that like don't have parents in that
Totally. Like, if
capacity,
your
and
parents
I'm
are
so
pieces
sorry.
of shit, like,
Yeah.
I don't think you need to know
Or
what
they
they
just
did
haven't
for
been
a
able
job.
to be in your life for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry, and I wish and I hope that you have like
Someone in
somebody
your
to look
circle.
up
Yeah.
to for that. But like, okay, that parental figure or that person, like, you should know something about them. But it also goes into like when your friends talk shit about their other friends in that same way. Like, I think that's just as disgusting and icky. Like, if you like, what do you say about me behind my back?
But also, like, what do you want me to do about it? Like,
Yeah.
that is how I feel in a lot of situations. Like, we've said this a million times. There's totally a difference between venting about a situation than like bitching about a person's like character, who they are, like how they dress, how they talk, like what they look like.
Like, if that's truly one of your friends from forever ago, like, why are you speaking about them that way?
Exactly. And also, like, what do you want me to do about it?
Right.
Like, now I'm receiving this information knowing how you feel about them, but also like they're my friend too, or maybe they're not my closest friend, but like we hang in the same circle. So like,
right.
now what do I do? Because I don't know, I don't want to like diss them, but also like, are you going to like me less if I like them more, or I don't agree
also,
with it? Like, it's just such a weird and awkward situation
there's
you're
also
putting
a
your
weird
people in.
part of it too, where it's like, okay, so living in a city where there's a lot of transplants, like, your friends aren't from here, my friends aren't from here, we've met so many people where their friends aren't from here, right? Then you meet those people and they talk shit on their friends, but then that friend comes to visit and I'm supposed to sit here and be like, oh, you're the coolest person, they said so much about you.
Wait,
like,
I
no,
thought,
they talk shit on you, why are you visiting them?
Yeah, wait,
Like, I
thought like you guys weren't cool anymore, and I don't know, like they literally said you were the most annoying human being they've ever met, but now they're at your apartment. Like, I'm so
that
confused.
makes sense.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think that also just kind of goes to like the types of friendships those people have. Like, they're just not very deep, meaningful friendships. Like, if you're willing to like talk about your people like that. And also, like, going back to the parent thing, not even like not knowing stuff about your parents, but like, it's so awkward and uncomfy when like your friend is like mean to their parent like in front of you.
Yes.
Like, and I have a friend who is like this, and every single time I feel so fucking uncomfortable.
Right, but you also are like mental note every time you're like,
yeah.
ugh.
And also, like, I think their parents are kind of like, haha, like whatever, because it's almost like they're used to it. And I'm like, your kid is bullying you in front of their friends.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting here taking it, and then like also like still like paying for all their stuff. I don't know, like, it's just like the most strange thing, because it comes to a point where it's like, I don't know, like, if you don't even respect your parents, how are you gonna respect me?
Yeah. No,
or
I
how are you
agree.
gonna respect your boyfriend or your friends?
And
or
it's
like,
also like behind my back, like how if I like am hearing this that you like, yeah, speak on your boyfriend, your parents, your sister, your whatever.
Yeah.
Bitch, I know you're talking shit about me.
Yeah, like
I'm delusional to think that
right.
you're not.
Like, I love some good gossip and some good tea, but like, I don't want to know how much you hate somebody and then the next day you were posting with them. That's the difference between gossip and like venting than just shit talking.
I totally agree.
Like, you don't need to shit talk any of your friends, and if you are,
they're not. You shouldn't
be friends with them. Yeah. Okay. That was literally my second point. Was said talking shit on your friends.
Wow.
So perfect. Okay. I hate. This is like some petty shit that pisses me the fuck off. But if you're at like a party or you're at an event with like a group of people, right? Okay. They all are taking photos together and like doing shit
this
together.
was one of mine too. This was one of mine.
But like, you came with them. Like, it's not like they were there already. Like, you showed up with your own group of friends, so you didn't get included. No. Like, y'all all pregame together. Y'all all got ready together. Like, whatever the case is. And they're taking photos without you, and they never ask you to be in the photo, or they ask you to take the photo.
This was one of mine. I fucking hate this about girls. First of all, like, I understand too that like you might be new to their group, or you might be the one friend of one of the friends of the group.
Yeah.
But like that one friend,
that doesn't make me the designated photographer.
no, not at all. And also to this point, like you brought me in. So like say I take Emily to hang out with my other friends. Not that I have any, but say I take her to hang out with my other friends.
Yeah.
Like it is my job as Emily's friend to make her feel as comfortable as possible in that situation.
Yeah.
And I understand, like, it was funny because we went to one of your friends' birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the cutest thing because the whole time, all she was like, okay, so I already have conversation starters for everybody. Like, you two are this, you two are that. Like, you both do the same job. You're the same zodiac sign. You have all these things. And although, like, it sound like in the moment you're like, whoa, why did you think of all these things? No, so inclusive and I loved it. Because like you shouldn't feel awkward.
Yeah, because it was like she knew that like, yes, I have all of these friends, but all of my friends don't know each other.
Yes.
So it's my job, even on my birthday, it's my job to make sure like these people have a good time because like they're my friend. They're not each other's friends.
No.
So like I need to like make them feel comfortable.
Right.
And that was like, I will say, like, that was one of the most thoughtful and, like, genuine things I think that, like, a person that I know has done in a really long time. And it's, like, your birthday and you still did all that.
Yes.
Like,
and I think that was so cute.
That was
because,
so
like,
nice.
even being, like, I was literally, like, Emily's plus one. Because, like, I've met this friend on occasions, but this is Emily's friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm coming as Emily's plus one. Emily and I have each other, right? Like, we could have just, like, we're cool, like at least we have each other, but blah, 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 blah. She even included me in the fact that like these people had these things in common. Like it went that far. And like now you might not be as thoughtful as that, but like don't be the bitch that brings somebody along and then just excludes them when you're around your other friends, because that is trashy behavior.
Because I would rather not be invited.
No, because then you're gonna feel awkward the whole time.
No, and like I'm also a person who like I could talk to a rock, but I also have very intense social anxiety. So like I can make myself be sociable and like go out of my way to like do that, but like I don't love doing that. You know what I mean? Like if I have to, obviously I will, but like if my friend is there, like I would much rather like have the conversation be genuine and not feel like I'm forcing myself to like dance for these people to get them to like me.
No, the way that I can literally have a conversation with anybody at any time about anything and I can extend it for a very long period of time, that also just might be a quality of me and my job. Like, to be completely honest, but like, do I want to be in that conversation when I could be with my friends, like kikiing and ha-haing? Like, no, I'd rather be over there with my friends, but like you're excluding me. So like,
well, like even like I'm just thinking like even like on your birthday, like I didn't know any of these people we were meeting up with, but like at no point did I feel like I wasn't being included in the conversation or like wasn't being like just like ostracized because like I didn't have anything in common with these people. Like, you know what I mean? Like I never felt like that.
I would hope not.
And if anything, like it was almost like, I don't know, like I almost was just like, I felt so comfortable because the way that you introduced me that I was okay to like go do shit by myself.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like.
And also if there was ever a time where it was like weird, like I went with you.
Exactly.
Like I didn't leave you.
It was never like, I don't know. It's just like it's so easy to make your people feel comfy. Like you have no reason to not.
No, exactly.
Except for being a bad friend.
Exactly.
Like,
no, because
or
even
being like a mean girl.
Even like I see on TikTok too, where it's like girls will be like, well, I was invited over, but they're like making TikToks, and it's like the girl making their own TikTok with the other people in the background making TikToks.
My God.
That shit hurts my heart. Like you're doing the fucking renegade. Let them in.
I saw actually,
no, that's so rude.
I saw actually a video of this girl, and she was like, I went out with all of my friends, but like I didn't get into the bar, but my friends just like went in without me.
No.
And I was like, girl, those are not your friends.
The way either
also
you,
as a woman,
no,
you leaving your friend who is also a woman on the fucking side of the road at night while she's drunk, fuck you.
See, that's where Emily's soft side comes in, because
I'm a girl's girl till the day I die.
The way she's bought so many random ass people Ubers. She sat with this
got
bitch.
Their phones, called their boyfriends.
She's before Rebar was canceled and we went there. She sat outside of fucking Rebar as this girl's fucking vomiting, talking to her boyfriend, buying her an Uber off her card. I was like, bitch, come inside. Because the thing is, for me, is like not that I'm not a girl's girl in that way, because that makes it sound really bad, but I'm also like, okay, like I don't know what my thought process is in that moment, because like I love to help people as well.
But it's almost like in your head you're like, somebody else should be doing this for
Yes.
this girl. Like, her
I'm
friends
like,
should
where
be
are
doing
her
this.
friends? Like,
Yeah.
let's find her friends.
Yeah.
Where you're like, no, let me be mother hen.
Yeah.
And it's just so like different. But at the end of the day, like, her friends were bad for doing that to her. Where like, no. If you didn't get into a bar, like, we're turning around, we're out.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, what do you mean?
No.
Like, when I got thrown out of that bar, you basically hopped over the rail and got your ass out.
I
Like,
did. I literally was like, no. I said, where the bitch is going? Because like we weren't together at the time, and I saw that bitch get thrown the fuck. I said, no, security. Where is this bitch going?
Nothing will be funnier than like you explaining to me the next day everything that happened, because I was blacked the fuck out.
Mhm.
And like you were like, no girl, you had like mustard and ketchup rolling down your arms. And then looking at my Snap story the next day, I was like, I never need to show my face on the light of day ever again. Like, that was the most embarrassing shit in my life. And also the way that bouncer at Rebar was like going TikTok viral for a minute because he was just like dealing with dumb people. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be on that fucking TikTok account.
Yeah, you weren't. Thank God.
Thank
The
God.
way I would have.
They
his
picked
fucking-
me up and carried me.
See, that's
down
the
the
that
thing.
is the part I didn't see. The part I saw was you being thrown down the stairs, and I was like, "Whoa, that's my girl." I was like, "Bye, whoever I was talking to."
I
was like,
they like
"What the
scooped me
fuck?"
under my armpits with like their forearms and like just started like walking me through the dance floor like, you're done, and got
And
me.
the way I was like, "Where did she go?" Like,
It was so quick. It was like literally the moment I
No.
tossed my drink in the air, it was like I felt like scoops under my
no,
arms.
but
Like,
you know
you're
what's
done.
also sad about this? So I was also with a friend at Rebar at a completely different time for her 30th birthday. Like, we went out, we were day drinking all day. We ended up at Rebar, like, not a good scenario, right? Like, she's pretty drunk. And this girl, like, love her to death. She can handle her alcohol, but she's just a terrible dancer to begin with. So, like, a little bit drunk, not dancing good at Rebar, you're getting kicked out. So the bouncers come over and
They
they're like,
kick
everybody out.
They did. I don't. We
Yeah.
haven't been there in over a year.
Oh my
but
God,
like
no.
they be kicking people out.
No,
for
but so-
anything.
no, so it was like any little
except
thing.
for men. They
Like, she
never
was-
kick the men out.
She was standing up like tall. She was fine, but like she just was dancing kind of crazy.
Yeah.
She was a little loose. That's
Yeah.
okay. And like I was standing there, I was with her, like no big deal. We're in a group of her friends that came out for her 30th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
The bouncers come over and they're like, whose friend is this? Not one fucking person but me said my friend. They're like, well, you need to take your friend out. And she like was so confused. And I was also confused because like she really wasn't that drunk. Like she definitely was drunk, but like whatever. But not one friend of that whole group turned around and claimed her.
No, because like
That's disgusting
that's
behavior.
so fucked.
No, and I was so sad
And
for
also
her.
like not to like out you, but like you were definitely not the closest person to her of that friend group.
Maybe in
probably.
that moment,
maybe
because her like other two really close friends had already left because they were like already drunk.
Okay.
So then like yes, but it doesn't matter regardless.
Yeah.
There is like 10 of us out now for her birthday, and not one of you fuckers turned around to say
Also,
like that's
you're
my
celebrating
girl.
her birthday.
That's what I'm saying. That's the reason we're out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, no. And I will never be the person to like ever let my friends look fucking stupid in public. Like I will be the one to pick you up off the floor first. And Emily knows that, even though she'll break dance until she hits me in the face. Been there, done that. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, wait, I actually do have like another like kind of like a drunk thing that I do want to talk about. But like when a person is a mean drunk,
Ooh.
that gives me the ick. Like when the
Yeah.
girl is like when your girlfriend, like you're out and she's like, looks like nobody remember how to say excuse me, or like they like shove people, or like I don't know, like pick fights with people when they're fucked up. Like that gives me the ick because I'm like,
Yeah.
this is like making me feel so
Yeah.
uncomfy.
Yeah. That is. Yeah. Not cute.
Because I think it's different when you like.
I think it's
like
different to be like, get away from me versus like,
This is
Yeah.
more of like not to men. This is more to like other girls. Like when
Yeah.
girls are like purposely mean to other girls, like while they're out just because they're drunk, because they're like trying to start some shit.
yeah, no. I don't really like to encounter people like that.
Mm-mm.
And the way I'll like, I wouldn't say that I'm pretty good, but like, I'm pretty good at like de-escalating a situation in that way. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I know how to say stuff that like is snarky, but also like could be funny.
Yeah.
Especially like in those situations.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's the only way to like de-escalate that if like someone's trying to
Yeah.
like, pick a fight with you. But like if not, like bitch, what?
Yeah. Like I
No.
just hate like when I'm like walking in a crowded bar and like you're with that type of girl and she's just like, I guess everybody just forgot how to say excuse me. And I'm like, bitch, it's 2 a.m. and you're at a packed ass club.
Yeah, no.
Everybody's drunk. it's sorry your foot got stepped on, but what did you expect? We're at some trashy ass bar at 3 a.m.
Yeah. And I also don't feel like, I think it's really icky too when like girls or people around you, like, let's turn into like just people around us instead of just like your solo friend. But like when they're using like acting drunk as an excuse for the behavior, like that's like not a crutch. Like I don't care. I don't care.
I
who
feel
you
like this
are.
could be a friend thing, because I feel like it could be like a reoccurring thing, right? Where it's like every time we go out, it's like, okay, like it's fun until it's not.
Yeah.
And then it's not fun. But then the next day they're like, oh, sorry, I was just so blacked out, I couldn't remember. And like you're like, okay, but like you do this every time.
Yeah.
Like for me, like the whole reason like I've stopped drinking is because I'm that way. Like I get sloppy fucking drunk, and like I'm not fighting people, and I'm not like, I don't know, like hurting anybody, but like I'm being a nuisance to people. But like at some point, like I have to take accountability and realize like,
it's me,
me saying like, oh, sorry, like I just got too fucked up is not an excuse for the 5th fucking time.
Yeah. And
like,
especially like at our age too. It's just way different.
Right. We're not in college going to the frat house.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
Grow up.
An ick for me when it comes to friends, and like this is definitely something that I learned in like part of my friendship breakup story that I've like told you guys multiple times, is like a friend that doesn't want to see you win. Like when they are the person that is there for you in drama and on your darkest day, like it, like almost like enabling that, like
they're almost like feeding into it.
Yes, like that to me,
like hyping you up about being upset, or like almost like hyping you up to be more angry and to be
like,
more sad.
Honestly, like feeding it, like feeding like the anger, feeding the anxiety, like helping your like. I'm an overthinker. I mean, I've like overshared about like this on our like recent YouTube video. Like we're overthinkers.
Yeah.
So like if you're enabling that overthinking behavior, like,
and like hiding my anxiety, because
that is what you like, you thrive off as a friend, I can't be there for you. If you don't want to be there when I'm winning, that's an ick.
Yeah, totally. Also, I've realized through like conversations with my therapist that like that type of behavior where it's like they get like, not excited. I think excited's the wrong word. I don't know what the correct word is, but it's almost like they're just like so there for you when shit's going bad, and like, I don't know, they're like putting fuel onto the fire that you're already feeling. It's because like they feel a sense of control, because in that moment they're not the sad one. They're not the one who has anxiety. They're not the one with the problems. Like they're the one who's like the security blanket, and they feel a sense of like dependency, and they feel a sense of like control, which is a little bit of narcissistic tendencies, and just saying not normal. So like if your friend is like, you're like, well, she's so great when things are bad though, it's like,
no, because I want you to be there when I win.
Yeah.
Like that's like the craziest part, is like if I like in this specific case, like talking about like the podcast and like the things that we're doing and the things that like we want to accomplish and whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, that's great.
Well, anyways, what about this horrible thing that happened?
So this thing that's going on at the gym that we have no fucking information on or actually fucking care about, like it doesn't even matter, but you've dissected it so far that like now you got me invested because like the fuck, like,
well, and now
what?
I think that there's a problem because you've told me there's a problem.
Right. Exactly. So it's like, no. Like that's so icky and disgusting behavior. Like to have that around you, to have that like negative like cloud around you, like, no, because like at the end of the day, like I think also part of my like realization too was just like Emily and I do so much together. Like, but even outside of this, we want to see each other win in life. And I think that is also so fucking valuable. Like it's like, I don't want you to only win here in the podcast studio. I want you to win outside of life, because that's going to make us win in here. Yeah.
Like if you get a promotion at your job, I'm not going to be like jealous or like mad that you shared that with me or whatever. Like I'm gonna be like, oh my god, that's fucking awesome, like let's go.
Exactly.
Where it's like some of these people, like that to them is just like, okay, whatever, but what about this horrible thing? Like let's talk about that. Like wait, I thought you hated your job, let's talk about that part of your job. And it's like, well, I just had a little win, like can we just acknowledge it? Right. Like I don't know. And me and Kellen actually talked about this like earlier today, about like being like, we really want to like be part of like a group of friends who's like, that's how they are with each other. Like it's just like always hyping each other up and like supporting each other. And like it is hard. I don't know why it is with like girlfriends, like, and I
It's,
think
like, jealousy
I think it's
amongst
society
females.
is
Yeah.
like has pitted us all against each other, which fucking sucks. But I think that's the truth and just like the way that the world is. But like it is really hard to find a group of friends who's like all like doesn't fake care, but like genuinely cares that like you're succeeding and
Yeah.
like you're happy.
Yes.
And it's really hard to find that. And like
right.
it was funny because we were talking downstairs. And I was like, I've only had a very small select few of people in my life who have ever been that way for me.
Yes. Yeah, no, and that's true. And like also just like not judging you on like your behaviors too. I think that that's like very hard to find in people too. So
Yeah.
it's like, because listen, I'm human. You're human. You're going to do what you want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do at the end of the day. But like, do you still love me and support me? Like,
Right.
whatever. Like, those are the friends you need to keep around. And those are the hardest friends to find. But when you do, they're gems.
Yeah, seriously.
They're gems. But yeah, no, icky behavior if you want to see people lose.
Totally. Like,
you are terrible.
just go watch a soap opera if you want drama that
Right.
damn bad.
Like, oh my God.
the
I think like the new Real Housewives of New Jersey is about to start back up.
Yes.
Like, go watch that, honey.
Yes, go do that. Okay, the second to last one I put was like mean to their parents, which we already talked about.
Gotcha.
But okay, my last one is just like you just like, and this is more niche for me because this is really important to me, but like you're just not funny, or like you don't you don't have jokes. Like you gotta have jokes. Like I hate a bitch who's like, like miss the punchline,
Yeah.
doesn't understand sarcasm, like they just don't got jokes, and like everything that they say is just like regurgitated shit that they heard from like a TikTok or like
Like, you
that
just don't got jokes.
yeah, like you just don't have jokes like that. And like to me, I'm like, ugh, like I don't like hanging out with people like that.
Even if it is regurgitated, it's fine. But are you funny? Do you use it at the right time?
Like, is your delivery good? Do
Yeah,
you
like,
understand like
what
the,
is
the punchline?
sarcasm? Do you give
Yeah.
the sarcasm back? Do you start it? Like what?
Yeah, and I've noticed with men a lot, specifically like in our TikTok, is like they don't get that. They don't understand the delivery is way more important than the joke itself, and they also really do not understand sarcasm,
Yes.
or they don't understand satire at all.
Yeah, no.
At all. But yeah, I think for me, like humor, as much as humor is important for me in a intimate relationship, it's important to me in a friendship, because I'm the type of person who like also trauma response. I use humor to respond to everything. Like you're crying, I am going to try to comfort you as much as I can, but like it's probably going to involve a joke or something, because like that's just how I handle shit. Like when shit goes bad in my life, I joke about it, because like that's just the personality
Honestly,
I am.
And that's like both of you, like both of you, both of us recently have just been like, we're just gonna laugh.
Yeah, and
we
so
just
like
have to laugh.
I can't be around somebody who can't take a joke like that, because
Yeah.
then it makes me feel bad. I'm like,
No, yeah.
oh, so I can't say that. Like, not that we're saying anything bad, but like it's like I want to be able to like have humor that's like a coping mechanism, and if you can't take
Even
the joke,
if it's
like
dark,
yeah,
it's still funny.
yeah, like I should be able to crack a 9/11 joke from time to time.
You don't want to hear about 9/11?
Yeah.
The fuck.
Well,
All right,
you don't want to hear about 9/11.
All right, Mariah Carey, fucking sing your
What?
one song.
What the fuck? What did she just say?
No. I guess you don't want to hear about 9/11.
me.
No, this fucking bitch over here. Oh my god. Go ahead, sing your one Christmas song. Let's hear it, bitch.
My favorite Christmas song is actually a Mary J. Blige song, so
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
no mine's. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule a nation?
I'm not singing it.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm done.
Cut. Mic drop. Yeah, no.
Do you have any more?
The only other thing I had was when they don't want you to have friends outside of them. I think like
That's
icky.
just leech
like
behavior.
like it's almost like a toxic relationship when they pull you away from like other friends and family.
isolation.
I
yeah.
also feel like that happens with friends sometimes. Like they want to isolate you to only have them to themselves.
yes.
And like when you realize that and like you come up from that, you're like, whoa, what
like
the
you
fuck?
should never feel guilty for hanging out with other friends.
No.
You know what I mean? And if you do, that friendship is toxic.
No, because again, I have now like what, 1 or 2 friends outside of Emily. Emily has like 1 or 2 friends outside of me in Nashville. And like
in about 3 outside of Nashville. So let's go. Give it up for some big friend groups.
And they're all separate friends. Like
none of them are friends with each other.
They all know about each other. They're just not in the same group. But like, it's like, if I hang out with those people or you hang out with your people, like we're both like, oh cool, have fun.
Yeah.
Like it should never be like, oh damn.
Oh, well, I guess I didn't get the invite.
Like, okay, like I guess, like, and guilting you into it. Like, no.
Yeah.
It's both just like, okay, cool, like have fun, like I hope you have a good time.
Right.
And like when we see you again, no hard feelings. Hey, how was you and blah blah blah's dinner? Or how was this?
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Like
exactly. I mean, there's even been times too where it's like with friends where it's like I've texted you and like we had plans, but I was like, hey, like I haven't seen blah 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 in forever. Like, do you care if like we reschedule and like I go hang out with them? And you're like, yeah, that's fine.
Absolutely. Like,
so,
I talk to you 24 fucking 7.
Exactly. So it's like even stuff like that, like where like you could reasonably be a little bit like upset or frustrated. It's like you don't, because like the friendship is secure, and like I feel like that's the sign. Like if you get mad or jealous or sad, it's because it's an insecure friendship.
Yeah. But I just think it's like, ugh, like I don't know, when you like come out of that, even in like a like relationship like with a significant other, and they do that, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, like you don't realize it until you're out of it, and then you're like, oh my god, this was like not normal.
Yeah.
Like, oh, other people don't do this in their friendships, or they don't do this in their relationships. Like
no,
they're
definitely
able to have their own fucking life.
Right. And honestly the moral of this, like talking this out, this whole like ick thing between like friends, is that like our icks between friends are like actually real things, where icks between men were like, ew, you wore khaki pants.
Yeah,
like it's so just like
it's actually like so true, because it's like, because that sexual thing isn't there, like it's not like I'm losing attraction to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's going to take a lot more than you fucking wearing the wrong dress to dinner for me to be like, I will never talk to you again.
Yeah. I mean, I might tell you at dinner that that's not it. When you wear your
say,
golden gooses, I'm going to be like, bitch, you do not need to buy those.
Girl, eggs are $10.
Like, come on.
Let's look at the economy right now.
Like,
go sell those bitches.
Come on. Like, let's read the room. Read the room.
You can buy 50 cartons of eggs.
But, like... definitely I was really like doing this, I was like, wow, we're not like, ew, he rides a bird scooter, like,
right,
it's like legit like things that not even icks, or just like a standard, or just like a boundary in a friendship. Like it's icky behavior, but like if that, not saying that our standards have to be your standards for friends, but like I feel like those are just like common decency things that you do for your friends.
Like bare minimum shit,
right? And if you're not cutting that, if that's not you're not hitting that bar in a friendship, like what?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? But like we're guys, it's just like, ew, he literally had like Cheetos on his fingers.
Ew, I watched him eat an ice cream cone.
Yeah, like he bent over and like, I don't know about all of that. Like, I don't know. It's just like funny how like just different like the icks are between friends.
Yeah, I think
partners.
also too, like girls like want to support other girls, and like we want to, you know, we want to see you win, and like we want to like make this work.
At least us. There are definitely some girls that don't.
We're guys, I'm like, kick rocks, bitch. I don't care.
There's another one.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll find another
You got
one.
spinach in your teeth. Never talk to me again.
The dick was not that good to look at the spinach in your teeth.
Yeah. Gross.
No. Gary.
Gary. Your name's Gary. Ick. You fucking choked me out. Ick.
The fact that still to this day, the fact that you've actually fucked a Gary is...
Well, he didn't go by Gary. I didn't even know his first name was Gary until after.
Well, now that should have been a learning lesson. That should have been a lesson to know we need to know the name up front.
Yeah, at least I knew his last name.
You knew the last name before the first?
He didn't go by his first name. He went by his middle name. That's why I didn't know his first name.
Confusing. I have a friend like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I do have a friend like that. Actually, we would call him his last name, but then he technically went by his middle name. But then his first name was something different.
Now, why you gotta go do all of that? Like,
well, if you have a last name like his, you're gonna go by that last name.
What is it?
Booty.
Oh, I know a Tinkle. It's true. It's true. You can't make this shit up.
The way that would be so funny. Was it a guy or a girl?
A dude.
But I was like thinking, like if it was a girl,
And you marry into that.
Yeah, and it's like a booty tinkle. Like that was like hype. Like they like
Booty X tinkle.
Yeah, like you hyphenated your last name. Like you'd have to at that point. Like you'd have to. Yeah.
Imagine being a teacher.
No, he is a teacher. Mr. Booty.
Does he go? That sucks.
That's
Why didn't
name.
his family lineage, like 1,000 years ago, be like, let's just change this to Boutet or Boutah? Like, we could have changed this. You know what I mean?
The way I would like to call him and ask him that, but I just don't.
Yeah, like that's just that. But that's what I'm saying. That's his family having jokes. You know what I mean? Like they knew. Like they knew 20 centuries ago. They said, no, booty, we're keeping that. That's fucking hilarious. We're going to curse all of the men in our family for all of eternity. At least the women can choose to change it. The men, you're fucked.
No, that's funny.
Yeah. And Tinkle, God, that sucks.
Like,
I think Tinkle's worse.
I don't think so too.
Tinkle just has like just this element of like
weird
Tinkle.
spice. Like,
yeah,
it's also like could be like fairies and like stars and rainbows, but also is like a bodily function.
It's giving go piss girl.
Yeah, like but also like honestly with the last name Tinkle, you have to go by Tinkle.
Oh, he does. Yeah, Tinkle.
Like, no, there's no way that you're getting out of that being your.
No, that's fucking hilarious.
Because that's how Booty is. Like, there's no way of getting out of that.
Yeah.
It's just not. But like for papers and stuff, he's like a different name.
Mr. Tinkle.
Mr. Tinkle.
Imagine that's your boss, Mr. Tinkle. Yes, sir, Mr. Tinkle, sir.
Like no, but like even like
Officer Tinkle.
Officer
Dr. Tinkle. He's a urologist. He's like a dick doctor. Dr. Tinkle.
What is he now? Do you know what his career is?
Businessman.
Oh, so he goes by like Alex.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Well, in a change of events.
Yeah.
Because there's no right transition for this next topic.
The only other thing that I want to talk about, because it is everybody's favorite Sunday of the year.
Woo!
Super Bowl Sunday this weekend, which I literally didn't know.
I can't wait for all the wings and the buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah, so I didn't.
Just kidding, because we were not doing anything.
No, yeah, I didn't even know who was playing the Super Bowl. I had to Google it. Apparently, it's the Chiefs versus the Eagles. So
Boo.
go sports teams.
Go Chiefs. The only reason I say that is because I'm from Philly area and we're Dallas Cowboys fans. But
also, the Eagles fan base are actual trash.
they're crazy.
They're like
they are crazy.
I feel like when somebody says white trash, that's what I think of.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll tell you this story.
No offense if you're actually, yeah. Like, y'all know, though. Like, y'all
But, like,
know.
the thing is, like, you know your dicks. Like, that's a part of being a part of your fan
yeah, like,
base.
they're
Like,
mean.
so, like, obviously, I have a lot of, like, family members and friends from back home who are Eagles fans.
Yeah.
So, love ya. Hate your team. Anyway, but the one time, so
hate the culture of that.
So all of the sports complexes in Philly are in the same area, like literally all share the same parking lot. So like the Eagles Stadium, the Philly Stadium, and the Flyer Stadium, all in the same area. Okay,
That's got to be just horrible.
well, I mean, it's kind of like different. I don't know. I guess like the hockey and I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't really know.
Hockey and football is the
It
same
definitely.
season.
I mean, I don't know. We would go down there. It wasn't always terrible, but then they have
Yeah.
a place called like Xfinity Live that like is like bars and stuff. It's like a really cool. And honestly, it's really cool.
That's
It's like
in Kansas City. They have the same thing.
because it's like a very like different like thing to have all your sports complexes in the exact
Yeah.
same area. But anyway, so we went to a Phillies game. Okay, that is the baseball team. My dad, who had a Cowboys like front like license plate thing or whatever, had like a Cowboy star on there, and we came out from the Phillies game to spit and cigarette butts all over his car.
at the baseball game.
Yes, because he had like
Yeah, that's what I'm
a
saying. Y'all are
Cowboys
just
thing.
disrespectful,
right
Like,
for no reason.
Yeah,
like
no.
like also like my dad like kind of like laughed it off because he was like, I mean, I don't expect really anything less, but like that's disgusting that we shouldn't be thinking anything
also,
less.
you know, it's so crazy, and like people like shit on women all the time for being like obsessed with like, you know, artists or whatever. The way a girl would never fucking go shit on somebody's car because they like were a Tory Lanez fan, but they're actually like the girl's obsessed with Meg Thee Stallion. Like
No.
they would never do that.
No, literally
Like,
never.
you know what I'm
No.
saying? But like the way men like will literally kill people and hurt people for
The way
a
they also
sports
probably like
team.
pissed on the car and we just like didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Also, men be so cringy when they like be DMing their favorite players. Like, good luck this weekend. What are you doing?
Fan
Anyways,
behavior.
such
Weird
fan
fan behavior.
behavior.
But anyway.
Super Bowl's this weekend. The most important part, we all know, halftime show. And so Rihanna's performing at the halftime, I think for the first time. I believe this is her first time performing. Also, she hasn't released a new album in like since what, 2016, 2018.
You would know
It's
better
been
than
a
I.
long time. But I was thinking, like, what song do you think she's going to open with?
Okay, so the way that I need to go look at Rihanna's music, because I know her, like, I know her songs, like I can sing her songs, but I don't know sometimes when they're attached to her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I have a few theories. One of the songs that I was thinking, because it's always used in like football lifestyle, like in like, I don't know, people will use it as like walkout songs or whatever for like football games and stuff. I was thinking, okay, maybe, but then it has like other artists on it. So I'm like, well, she
Maybe
wouldn't
not,
do
yeah.
that. But it's that, fuck, what's the song? We gon' run this town tonight. Hey, gonna run that song, you know? I was thinking she might do that one, but then I was like, no. But then I was like, imagine if she got on the stage and like started with, fuck, let me find it. I feel like she's gonna have to do like Don't Stop the Music. Please don't stop the music.
I was thinking that, or like Umbrella.
Umbrella? Why would she sing that at the fucking...
I don't know, but I just feel like it's like they know what it is.
Yeah.
People know what it is. Because I feel like, okay, the thing about this is that it's not about like full songs anymore. It's like how many can they mash
Snippets,
up
yeah.
into like the 3 minutes that they have. So that's why I feel like Umbrella also, I don't think it's going to come out being that. I think that it might be included though.
Yeah. Also, I could see her singing, want you to make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world. That song.
Yeah.
And then the only other song that I was like, okay, I could see her singing this. Wait, I have to find it. Oh, this was the song I was talking about. Oh, no, it's not that. Fuck, what is it? It's like, we gon' run this town tonight. That's definitely what it's called. When did that come out? That was like, they played that at our like high school fucking football games. So embarrassing.
I don't know.
SSS and M. But anyways, yeah, apparently she's making new music soon, so.
Yeah, she had like her 2022 album on here, Lift Me Up, with Black Panther.
Yeah, that was like part of the Black Panther soundtrack.
Oh, but it says it's from October 28th, 2022. So yeah, I guess not.
Yeah.
The way I'm so out of touch with music, it's absolutely
or maybe that,
wild.
Where have you been all my la? Because I feel like that would be
Yes.
good, like get everybody like amped up.
Yeah. Because it's like gonna come out, it could be like black. And
Yeah.
then, like the flickering of the.
It's like doom.
Yeah. And then
Where
it goes
have you been? Doom. Where have you been on my do?
And then it changes to something else.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I feel like there's definitely gonna be a couple songs. You know what I've actually been listening to recently, and I don't know how. I don't know why I stumbled across this on my playlist that I made, but apparently now it's there. Also because one day I just started like clicking random shit. That's probably what happened. Was Take a Bow, and it kind of hits. That shit hits.
Girl, you look so dumb right now.
Yeah.
Standing outside my house. Something
Trying
to apologize. You're so ugly when you cry. Please, just cut it out. I was going to say, what else is on? But that's later. But that song is a bop.
I know. I've been like really rocking to it recently for no fucking reason.
Sad song.
But it hits.
Yeah, it hits.
It hits. There can be any reason you're singing this.
Yeah, totally. Riri is just like a queen, and also she's a new mom. So I was thinking about that too. It was like interesting that she's a performer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder if she's gonna bring Rocky out. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Do they have music together?
Yeah.
So maybe they do something like that.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But anyway, so that was just like, we'll see. I also thought about, I was telling Kelly this earlier, and we actually watched the video because she had never seen it before, but it was like when Travis Scott played at the fucking Super Bowl. When did we figure it out? 2019? 2019?
19. Yeah, actually. Yes.
So I was a junior in college, and Kellen had like just graduated. But Travis Scott played at the Super Bowl. but it was featuring SpongeBob. And this was like the weirdest, most
2019.
random. It was the most meme like halftime performance of all time. And Adam Levine, it was just so random. But I was cracking up because they never turned on his auto-tune on his mic, and Kellen had never like heard Travis Scott sing without auto-tune before. We were like cackling
The way
downstairs.
I like looked at her and I was
She
like,
kept
that's
looking at
not
me.
real.
She kept looking at me. She's like, who is that? I'm like, dude, that's him.
I'm like, that's not real.
That's
like, they
Cactus
didn't
Jack
do
for
him
real.
dirty like that.
No, but they did him so dirty.
But I'm happy.
And it was so
and
funny.
People still be fangirling over him.
Yeah, it was just so
The
funny
fuck?
because the way he sang for like 45 seconds and then was done. But
When he squealed the, let's go.
Yeah. It's lit.
It's lit. I was like, oh, no. Because he like literally sounded like a girl. And he was like also running on stage and like galloped at that time. He was like, it's lit.
Yeah, and then when he like tried to stage dive, but like it didn't work. And he just kind of like, it was like almost like a trust fall into the audience, and then they just didn't send him anywhere.
As Adam Levine is like losing all control of his body with his guitar flopping
Yeah.
on his side.
It was just the most like, I just remember like, I was telling Colin, I was like, I just remember like sitting in my bed at my like apartment, and like, cause I mean, it was like it was like 4 girls living in an apartment. We didn't give a fuck about the Super Bowl. Like, we just cared about the halftime. And so we like were all just in our rooms because it was like the end of the day on a Sunday. Like, we all had class in the morning.
Right.
And I like remember texting like my roommates, because we were all just like in our rooms with the door shut. I go, y'all, come in my room right now. And we're watching this like dying laughing, and like my TV was a smart TV, so I could like pause it and like rewind it, and we like rewatched it like 6 times because it was so bad.
So bad. The way I like, honestly, okay, now that I think about it, do I remember the halftime show? Absolutely not. But I feel like I had to have seen it, because like, who doesn't just like have the Super Bowl on? Like, if it's on, you know what I mean?
It was so viral. Like,
you know what
the
I'm saying?
way like that clip was
but
like,
the way that
everywhere.
like, one, I probably had zero clue who he was, because I just like don't care
yeah
about music, to be completely honest.
And it was before Astro World, so like he hadn't been like in the news for like all the controversy.
Exactly.
And
That's
shit.
where I'm like, that's why I like didn't register to me, probably like who it even was.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
So bad. But like, I wish, like, I guarantee there's so many more performances like that are just like absolutely atrocious.
I feel like there's so many people who just can't sing live too, who are famous because of like their personality or their persona that they play, but like are trash at singing.
Yeah.
That I'm sure there's got to be
There
some
has to
really
be.
bad ones where it's like the lip sync didn't match up, or they didn't fucking mic them up properly.
No, it literally has to be, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But then Emily was also like, well, like, what's your Super Bowl? Since we, like, to be honest, don't give a fuck about football.
Yeah.
What is your Super Bowl? And we both looked at each other for like 10 minutes, and we were like, I don't know.
I just don't be liking shit.
I know. I was like, is there something that like comes out for like Naruto or something? Yeah. And she was like, no. I was like, okay. I was like, I like Love Island.
Yeah.
But that's 56 episodes. So
Yeah.
like, the fuck? Like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Even
we
the
were
finale
talking.
ain't that great.
Yeah, you were saying like the finale is not that great, which was what would be like the quote equivalent to the Super Bowl. But I was saying like, what used to be my Super Bowl at like a phase in my life was like when I was obsessed with like the Real Housewives, and like their season would wrap and they would do like the reunion episode.
Yeah.
That shit. Like, I would make snacks. I would like, get my
like,
wine.
that,
like, oh my god, so good.
That was to me like Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, like that whole franchise. Like the finale of that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look at my phone. Like, no. If I couldn't watch it while it was live, you better believe I am nothing.
I just thought of what my Super Bowl is.
Nothing will ruin it. What?
Cody and Noelle's Moment House show.
You know
that
what?
was my Super Bowl.
The way I kind of thought about that
That
downstairs.
was my Super Bowl.
The way I thought about that downstairs, but then we kept moving on.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know what? Like, I mean, I wait for like Team G like every week.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I guess
like, I
for
paid
you,
for that.
that was like everything.
Yeah. I
For
paid
me,
for that
like-
shit just to watch them do some terrible skits and watch Spock fucking DJ with fart noises. Like, and was it perfect? Yeah, it was. It was perfect. It was
like,
the best
it brought
thing I've
me
ever
as
watched.
much joy as every single man in America.
Literally, and some.
Yeah. No, for me, I really don't have one. Like, I'm like not even like the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Like, I could give 2 fucks about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially now.
I used to like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But yeah, let us know, what is your Super Bowl, because I am curious, and I feel like that's gonna spark a lot of shit for me where I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. But I was saying earlier, I was like, maybe like the finale of like Drag Race, like RuPaul Drag Race, like people die
for that.
Yeah,
I don't know. That is the thing.
But yeah, tell us your Super Bowl, because
the way between this past YouTube video and today, I feel like I'm a very boring person. Because like
I'm so boring.
No, because the way I was like, yeah, I don't have a Super Bowl. And then like as I was editing this like YouTube video, I'm like, we're like talking about like things that we like, what do we talk about? Our unpopular opinions. I was like, I really don't have one unless Emily gives me one.
And I was like, let me get my fucking piece of paper out and read them all out.
The way I was like, damn, I'm kind of a boring person. But like also it's just like I don't think I think that deep about some things. And I feel like maybe it's my time to start thinking deep about that stuff and stop overthinking other bullshit.
Totally. Yeah.
So like maybe that's what I need to start focusing on. Maybe that's something that me and my therapist can work out.
Yeah. Start thinking about like societal problems and less about like how much you hate your life.
Right.
It really changes your perspective on things.
Right. That's
because then you just hate your life even more because of society, but at least you have somebody to blame it on.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
But I blame it right now on myself.
Fuck the man. Fuck the patriarchy.
Right,
That's where I'm at.
No. See, like, I'm in the whole, like, what am I going to do? Yeah. What am I going to do? I, lay awake at night right now, and I'm like, oh, my God. But, like, life would just be so much easier. Yeah. Like, bitch, for what? Like, go to bed. It is 5:30 in the morning. Go to bed. Go back to sleep. Like, no.
Hey, you could always try these cold water showers I'm taking.
No. Anyway.
It's not worth it. I'm telling you now, it's not.
Not worth it. Because as an athlete, I had to do that.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
I never did.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening to another episode of Society 97. My name is Kellen. You can find me at KellenRedK on Instagram.
And I'm Emily. You can find me on... That was so bad.
I know.
It sounded like 2 times speed.
I'm just good like
Hold on,
that.
let me try it. And I'm Emily Starnes. You can find me at Instagram, TikTok, and I can't do it. At Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Starnesy. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram as well. We're at society97.pod. There you can literally write us in questions. You can give us episode suggestions. Instagram is like your direct line to us. So hit us up there.
To me.
Yeah,
I will be
Kellen.
responding.
And you can also follow us on TikTok at Society97pod, where we post clips from the show.
Also, you can find us on our YouTube channel at Society97, where you can like and subscribe to watch our weekly vlogs that are posted every single Tuesday and the video version of the podcast every single Friday. So don't miss out on any of our content. And we love you. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.